G'day guys, welcome back to the T800 Terminator issue 22. We're going to be working on, I'll try and bring this close up for you, we're going to be working on more of the head. So we're going to be working on these parts on the jaw part that go up here. Two parts that go up, there's a left hand side and a right hand side. So I'll try and, one part will go underneath there, and then another part will go underneath there. But we'll and then what we've got to do too is finally put the face cover on as well. So that's going to be in issue 22. So looking forward to getting that done. So yeah, I suppose without further ado, I suppose we'll get into it. Okay guys, now I've unpacked issue 22. They've given us this part here. I've had to bring this camera in super close because we're going to be doing some really finer bits by the look of this. So I've had to bring the camera in really close. So they've given us this part which we're not going to be using in this issue. So I'm going to put this in a bag or put some tape over there, mark it as issue 22, so I know later on when they tell me to use this part, I know what issue it's came from. So we'll put that aside. Now we're left with these two parts. So we've got this. Now this is plastic, and to tell you the truth, I'm not really happy with this at all. These should be metal and not on a sprue at all, because the moment I go to cut these out, you're gonna be left with the sprue cut where you've cut it, and you can't paint these. You can't get it to this colour. So I'm a little bit disappointed in what they've done with that. I can only hope that if I move this aside and bring over the face here where it's got to go, I can only hope that those pieces go flush, go on the inside of the Terminator's jaw. So hopefully that's hidden. But yeah, a little bit disappointed that those parts ain't metal. But what we'll do now is we'll get these cut out of the sprue. You got to remember, you got a left hand side and a right hand side. So keep your two pieces, your left hand side pieces on the left hand side and the right hand side on the right hand side. Don't get them mixed up. But yeah, I'll get these cut off the sprue and we'll continue on. So what I've got set up here now guys is the left hand side. I had to put this together off camera because this is so tiny to fiddle around with, but I'm going to demonstrate what I did. So this is the left hand side. I found it impossible to try and hold this and try and put this tiny little pin in through the holes. That's a tiny little pin there. So I found that virtually impossible to try and hold two pieces and try and put the pin in at the same time. The best way I could come over there, maybe it's because I've got fat fingers, I don't know, but the best way I achieved it was to put this on blue tack, put this arm, I'm going to call it an arm, on blue tack as well, and line up the hole so I can see the hole straight through before I put the pin in. So that way the blue tack is basically your second pair of hands if you wish. Once I've done that, which I'll grab the right hand side of the jaw part, and you can see what I mean. You got to make sure that you see clearly through there. Then what you do is, once you grab the little pin, you got your holes all matched up, you're basically only just putting that pin through that hole. You only generally want to put it in. Then once that is through, and by the way, you do get a third pin just in case you lose one of them goes flying off. Luckily for me, I didn't lose any. So basically once that pin is settled in there, then what you can do is go with your tweezers, with your other side of the tweezers, gently push that down. Once you gently push that down and you feel that it's gotten tight where it's gone through sort of like half in, take it off the blue tack, because you don't want to keep on pushing, because then what's going to happen is you're probably going to bend this. You're going to break this off, bend it or snap it. Once you've done that, take it off the blue tack onto a corner of a table where this bit is overhanging the table, and then proceed with your tweezers the opposite side and push that firmly in. So, and then you'll feel that the pin has gone in. So now what we can do is, now we are ready to put this on the Terminator. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be working on the left hand side first. You'll see a hole there, and I lay this guy down. From that hole we've got, see if I can turn this up, it goes in through that hole there as well, and the other part goes up that hole there as well, through kind of sort of like through the nostril. So basically what we're doing is, I'm going to be putting that out the way for a little bit. I'm going to be putting a little bit of dab of glue on there, just to so I can get that in position. So I'll do that now. I'm using a thicker glue. This glue here sets within about 25 seconds, so I use that because I just don't want the glue to run everywhere, I guess. Just a little bit of a dab glue there. I'm kind of happy with that. So I've got a little bit too much there actually. So I'll try and be careful. I'll wipe that off pretty much now actually. What I don't want. So there we go. So I'm going to put that in position. Try and bring that over. I'll clean up my mess here first actually. Would be a better idea, I think. Right, now that's better. So now we're going to go through this part first, then up through there as well, and then I'm going to fit the part that I glued in through there, and hopefully that'll hold. That's all it says for me to do, is to glue there. So I'll just wait a little bit and before I do the other side, and that's that side of the left hand side done. It's that piece there, so that piece there, so that's yeah, that's going to be it for the left hand side, and we'll do the right hand side and come back. Okay guys, they're both on now, so as you can bit more clearly now, how you can see that jawline is in on the left hand side. We flick around to the right hand side and that is done. Now second bit is final bit for 22 is fitting the faceplate on this guy, which we got in issue 1. So basically there's no gluing to do on this, it's just hooray, just a push on. So what we're going to do is fit him on. So it's just basically you basically got behind, yeah, that area there, and on the other side you got that area there where this guy just slides on. So I'll put it in the way that you guys can see that. So into the slots it goes, and we'll just give it a gentle push, and there is the bad boy. So that is him. I'll go to the other camera so we can zoom out. Guys, that's pretty much his head. So yeah, all put together now. So I'm only guessing we're probably going to start working on the shoulders and stuff like that. This back part, I don't think we're going to get this for a while. I reckon sort of like a switch goes behind here, and sort of like a little circuit board to plug all these in. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. So besides that, the whole head is done. So yeah, he's looking quite mean now. So yeah, that's it for issue 22. Look forward to issue 23. See what's in issue 23 when it comes up. But yeah, thank you for tuning in on this one. Till then, see you later.